Good afternoon. My name is Nick Bowden. I'm with Sidewalk Labs, and I've spent most of my career working to build technology for cities. And I think it's probably some of the most important work that's happening in tech to make our governments run more effectively and more efficiently. Townfolio, the company I'm going to introduce, not only does that, but they do it incredibly well. Their founders are both just really, really great founders, but also great people. So I'm going to introduce Riley, who's my closest Canadian friend, to come tell you about Townfolio.
Yeah, Nick already got my hidden secret out of the way. Yes, I am Canadian, but that aside, he's been an amazing mentor and one of the biggest reasons that we're here. So, my name is Riley. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Townfolio, and we provide city data as a service. Every year, the US government makes nearly $700 billion of funding allocation using census data. Census data is collected once per decade. Meanwhile, the rest of our world operates in real time. So as a Canadian who checks the weather in real time as a means of survival, this is really, really important. So, after working in economic development and international site selection, my co-founder and I decided to launch Townfolio. Since it's local governments that have the most direct impact on our lives, Davey and I believe that we need to take a better pulse of our cities. So we built a team of economic developers, data scientists. We're backed by mentors like Nick, government experts, and economists. From dusty shelves to APIs, we've aggregated millions of data points on our cities, and we focus on the data that exists outside of City Hall. In turn, that database powers a massive analytics platform for 38,000 cities. We package everything together through an annual subscription model. When we first launched Townfolio, we decided we need to focus on automating the community profile. If you're not familiar, it's a super essential document that's used for everything from research to making business decisions. It's usually put together by cities, our main client, but because they have limited resources and tiny budgets, they usually build a super basic profile that only gets updated once every few years. It takes months to create, and the data goes out of date before it ever gets launched. So in the click of a button, Townfolio automates the community profile. We save the average municipality $18,000 a year and all the costs associated with building and maintaining that profile. The most important thing is that the data stays up to date. When we first launched Townfolio, it started as a community profile system. Think of it kind of like an Expedia for cities. Cities wanted to join us because we have users from all over the world using us free of charge. It's completely open. And they use the data to make decisions on where should I move, where should I work, and where should I invest. From there, our government clients and other clients said to us, can you put this data on my website so I don't have to update it anymore? So with one line of code, our dashboards automate websites to further engage visitors and automate those manual updates. Because it's super essential to see how cities stack up against each other, we built a compare tool. And if you'd like to rank all of our data in an unbiased manner, that's where Benchmark comes in. We're providing insights that we cannot afford to miss on our cities. From economic development to policy, the use cases are massive. Like researching trends to understand why did one city grow over the course of time while another declined, to how did that recent bump in unemployment cause social issues so we can better allocate funding. This is a super exciting moment for Townfolio. Around 6 months ago, we got word of our first success story. This is a small town in the Canadian prairies, Kinnersley. They have a local industry focused on oil. That means their economy should have been shrinking. But record investments in Kinnersley are announced, and using Townfolio's data, the town brought in millions of dollars in real estate development deals. We're focused on a market of around 100,000 governments in the United States and Canada, but we've received interest from all over the world in our travels from Kinnersley to London to Nigeria. We've also received interest from other industries ranging from consultants conducting research all the way to banks trying to make better lending decisions. But with that government focus, we've scaled Canada like a virus. We've partnered with hundreds of cities coast to coast, and with that, we're on pace to break $1 million in booked revenue by the end of this month, and almost all of that growth has come bootstrapped. Thank you. So I'm going to close off by giving you a couple of really exciting announcements. During Techstars, the Kansas City Area Development Council became our very first US client, and thanks to their help, we're opening our US office right here in Kansas City. Speaking of local companies, we're also partnering up with Location One. They're a site selection platform based here in Kansas City, and with their help, our software is rolling out to over 4,000 economic developers and governments across the United States to help us scale. So we believe that Townfolio can unlock the true potential of our cities, and if you'd like to partner with us, please feel free to get in touch. Thank you.